What's up everybody, JD from Targeted Content here with some tips and tricks about silk screening. Maybe you're a band, maybe you're an artist or an independent company and you don't have the money to go to a established company to order 100 t-shirts, or maybe you only need 15 or 20 to get you started off. Something like t-shirts is a great money maker. If you can get maybe 15, 20 made up, $10 a piece, you know, that's $150, $200 right there. So the cheapest way to go about things is to have a home setup. Now you don't necessarily need the whole actual Edu machine or another type of silk screening machine to do this stuff at home. All you essentially need is a screen and a frame in which to place everything in to actually do the silk screening on. I'll get into it in another video about making screens and exposing your emulsion, but for now this is going to be some tips about how to organize. You want to have everything that you need right here ready to go, so that way you're not doing anything like walking away to go get yourself a rag or a cup of hot water when you have wet ink on the screen. Now we've got a couple of t-shirt panels like this for putting the shirts onto, because there needs to be something in between them. There needs to be something inside of the t-shirt so that way your image doesn't bleed through to the back. So it's best to have all of this done already, so that way you can just take a t-shirt off of the screen and then put another one right onto it. Now if you don't have 20, 30 of these panels, I only have 2. I've been using carpet padding foam just cut up into squares, but see that the one side of this is textured. You don't want texture, you want the flat side to be facing up on the front of the t-shirt for the design. This is an order for Hoochie Coochie. Also check out the Butt Nugget music video up on the YouTube channel. When it comes to actually putting the design on it, you'll want to be mindful of the placement of the t-shirts. First, you just want to make sure that you've got it straight, evened up, no wrinkles, and then we're going to want to take a look at this. See how it's just slightly a little off center? So now we're going to match that a little bit just by following this first line and just giving it a nice little tilt just to try to match the angle of that so it comes out straight. And we're going to want to take a look at the top of the design. It's coming up about here, so we don't want that to be coming out right here, so we're going to move this whole thing up a little bit. Alrighty, so line and line. And you don't need a whole lot of paint, you just need a nice bead of it. You're going to want even weight distribution as we just slowly pull this across, pushing down. It comes from the left, comes from the right. And there we go. We're going to do a quick wipe down of the screen to try to get out anything that may be clumping or dried up inside of it. Keep it clean, so that way it don't be cracking. Otherwise it will be cracking. At the end of each session you're going to want to clean it extra well. Take it up into the shower and give it a blast with the shower head. And you could buy t-shirts pretty much all kinds of spots. We've been seeing them at the dollar store even. Having mediums and youth sizes mostly, but sometimes that's what you need. And I've found Foreman Mills to be a good source of getting some cheap first time run t-shirts. You can get, you know, 100 of those things for 50 cents, 75 cents a piece. They may all have slight defects to them, but you know, it's a first run t-shirt, especially, you know, if you're like a garage band or something like that. You know, those types of things are not really like on your they're not your priority at the moment. Just getting something made is, you know, and after having something like this done, then it really is just about having something made. Because even if it is like a not so perfect looking t-shirt, it's better to see somebody walking down the street with that t-shirt rather than that t-shirt never of existing. This is another reason that we use water-based stuff, so that way it's a lot easier to clean up. With oil inks and stuff, you need certain types of cleaners that they cost a couple dollars and that kind of. Alrighty, so now that these are all dry, we can iron them. If you are using an iron that takes some water and it has the option to steam it, you do not want to steam it. Dry heat, that and indirect. If you put a hot iron directly on this paint, then you'll get it on top of your iron. You may smudge it a little bit, so you'll want to cover it up with something. And give it a good long press, because the heat is really what sets the paint into the fabric, so that way you can wash it. Now you're definitely going to want to use the cold wash, because if you use hot, then your image will start to fade. Of course, once you've got your t-shirts, then you're going to need them put out on a table. That's your show. And what are you going to do? You're going to just pile them out there? No, they need to be folded up and displayed. People like arrangements. They like to see things organized. It makes you look organized. It makes what you have on the table look a little better, just the fact that it is arranged. So we're going to fold the t-shirts nice. This is usually the same way that I always do it. We're just going to take the sleeve and the bottom, and we're going to come over right up until right up into the collar. I'm going to do the same with the other side. Alright, so now this is straight, down here is straight. First we're going to start at the top, and we're going to come down until we get to the top of the design, and then come back a little bit and fold that straight down. Now we're going to come up from the bottom all the way up to the top, and then another fold right here until the bottom of the design, and come back a little bit. Fold down flat. Now we've got that laid out like that. You can stack them in the box with all the logos facing up, or you can fold it in half again like that and have a row of them all nice and laid out. Trying to get all this done right now because Brown Sugar's on her way to pick up these t-shirts now for the show in Wilmington tonight. So I got a tee here that wasn't quite dry yet when I ironed it, so the fabric that I laid over top of it while ironing it put some little fuzzies on it. Don't get concerned if something like that happens. Just grab a bundle of tape and pull it up. It'll come off with a minute or two doing this. Already looking fine.
Are you filming?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Here comes Brown Sugar to pick up her order.
Coming to get that good stuff, boy. Oh, you fold them so nice. I've never been able to replicate it.
I like that red. It seems really dark.
Sweet.
Tell the camera you love them.
This right here, if you are making music, you're in a band, you gotta have this. You gotta have merchandise. This right here sometimes saves your butt at shows. It helps you break even, helps you get your name out there, helps you market, helps you do everything you need to do. Get you some merch.
Coochie, coochie.
This boy right here, the boy that do it for ya.